Hello everybody and welcome back to Project Cars 2. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a challenge because if you had watched my most recent American Truck Sim, which I think was episode 67, I mentioned that I had tried to record a Project Cars 2 video for a whole day and I was just having multiple issues. Races weren't going right. I wasn't liking tracks. I wasn't liking cars. I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't record a video that I enjoyed enough to release it to you. And in the comments, I got challenged by Acid Mike to try to get around the Nurburgring in a Nissan Gtr in under 10 minutes. Which, Mike, I don't think you know. This is my favorite track. And I know this track very well. And the Gtr is a very nice car. I can easily do this challenge, and I think I'm going to even try to do it in under 8 minutes, if I can possibly try to do that. I'm going to give myself 3 laps, and because this is a race against the clock, I am not racing with other opponents. They're just going to get in the way, and things are going to get more stressful, and I am not going to do this without any practice. I just loaded up the game, just started recording, and I have not tried this car on this track. I think I might have done a GTR on the Nurburgring before, but it's been a very long time. I don't think I've done it in Project Cars 2. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see if we can hit the goal of 10 minutes. I'm going to see if I can hit my own personal goal of under 8 minutes. And we will have 3 laps to do that. And if I beat both goals, we're just going to see what the fastest lap we can get in. I don't know if 8 minutes is going to be actually possible. This is a very, very big track. I think it's like 13 miles long. So we're going to see what we can do. But our main goal, 10 minutes, and the bonus goal of under 8. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. All right, here we are. Nissan Gtr. This thing looks amazing. Beautiful car. Oh, right-hand drive. This is going to be interesting. Go ahead and get a good launch here. Green. Woo! Wow, this car sounds really, really good. The right-hand drive is throwing me off just a little bit. Wow, this thing is fast. We're going to give this a shot, see if we can do this in under 10 minutes. I think I can do 10 minutes pretty easily, if I can be honest. I mean, you know, I'm not oh God. Not an amazing driver, but I do know this track pretty well. I put on a lot more of the HUD too. That way people can see a lot more information about what's going on and what I'm doing. I figured that would be good for people watching, because in the bottom right corner you can see my tack, but you can also see how much I'm pushing gas and brake, which I think is some useful information. And then, of course, in the left-hand side of the screen, you will be able to see the time, so you can see how long it's taken me. This first lap, I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete the time because I was going from a dead stop, but we're going to see what we can do. God, I love this track. This is hands down my favorite track. One of my things on my bucket list in life is to come to the Nurburgring and do a lap in anything. It doesn't matter what kind of car it is. I just want to race something on the Nurburgring. I don't even need to race. I just want to drive a car on the Nurburgring. This thing is just my favorite track. It's so tough, and it's such a challenging, grueling, long track. There was a long period of time where I didn't know this track at all, and in multiple games that I would play, I always loved this track a lot, but it took me forever to start learning it. So what I would do is I would just, every game I got, I would get onto the Nurburgring, and that would be the first track that I would start playing with a new game. So Project Cars 1, Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa, anything else that had it, I would immediately jump onto this track and just see what I could do. And after doing it for so long, I've really, really started to memorize this track. I know there is a track map up in the top right. I am not looking at it, but I do know this track pretty damn well. I'm still trying to learn this car a little bit though. It's got a lot of power to it, but it really does handle very nicely. Very, very nicely. Oh no, too fast. Oh! Ooh! Oh, spinning. Okay, we kept it off the wall, kind of. Kept it off the wall enough that I think I can keep going. Make sure the wheels aren't damaged or anything. Okay, it's feeling pretty good. Coming in way too hot, 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 way too hot. All right, I think we're doing good. Like I said, the first lap, I don't think I'm going to get much out of it just because, one, the car's not warmed up, tires aren't warmed up. I went from a dead stop, so I'm not looking to beat the challenge on this lap. And as well as driving the GTR on the Nurburgring, he wanted me to do it with no assists, which is what I'm doing. I don't have any assists on. I do have all realistic simulation and all that stuff on, so it's simulation damage, simulation everything with no assists. So this is a challenge, and I do appreciate it. I do appreciate you giving me this suggestion, because anytime I'm given a suggestion to go on the Nurburgring, I'm gonna do it. All right, we're at the fast section now. The tack is a little bit hard to see because it's red on red. This is the full out fast section right here. See if the GTR can handle it. Ooh, getting in the grass a little bit. God, this thing sounds really good. All right, we're gonna slow up a little bit here. And this is a third gear corner. This one right up here, fourth. We're coming up to the most famous corner of the Nurburgring, which honestly, in my opinion, is my most liked corner of the Nurburgring. I know this is like gonna be one of the more, it is the most famous corner. Woo, it is the most famous corner, but I just don't enjoy it. There's something, I don't like the dip. I don't like the rough ride. This corner right here, I am just not a fan of it. Every time I come out of it, car always gets upset. This car did all right. Wasn't bad. Depends on the car you're driving, but you can really mess your race up in that corner. It's very easy to do that. There we go. All right, we're going to be on the back half of the track here in a second. Right over this hill, third. Okay. We're on the back half of the track now. This is where it's going to be a lot of left, right, left, right, left, right. And just managing the car over these turns and hills. God, this thing is a handful, that's for sure. But this track is so much fun. This is my favorite track. It's so good. It is so good. This is now how I, like I was saying earlier, this is how I get used to every game that I play and see how the physics are and the cars are, because I just jump onto the same track. I really like being able to race on a track that I know very well, and I don't have to worry about thinking what corner's coming up next. This one does have... No. Just keep it off the wall. Keep it off the wall. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I'm not going to reset. No matter what happens, we got three chances. We got 3 laps. So we can take our time. We can spin. I'm not concerned about it. But I'm not going to restart. The car's getting warm. The tires are getting warm. It's a pretty warm day on the track. We got plenty of grip. I just got to keep those wheels out of the grass, because there is something about Project Cars 2 that I've been noticing. The grass is just like ice. It's unbelievable. I mean, I get that grass is very slick, but man. Okay, there we go. We're doing good. We're coming up to the, almost the straightaway here. I might be able to do the 10 minutes on the first lap with spinning out, to be honest. We're getting pretty close. After these 2 right turns up here, we're going to be on the straight. There we go, straight. All right, let's open her up. Let's see what the top speed of this thing's going to be. God, the sounds of that turbo is amazing. That induction noise is so good. 6th gear here, we're doing 165 miles an hour. Very bumpy up here on the straight. I think we're gonna get the 10 minutes. That's not gonna be too bad. we got the 10 minutes for sure. The real question is, are we going to be able to complete the next goal of 8 minutes? Because that one is definitely a lot more difficult. 10 minutes, as long as you're not driving anything too slow, is pretty possible. All right, here we go. Crossing the line. We did it in 8 minutes and 22 seconds. So I got to shave 22 seconds off to complete the 8-minute lap that I wanted to personally go for, because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do 8 minutes. But we'll see. We'll see if I can. You can see at the top of the screen now we do have a... Ooh, trying to focus here, not spin the car. I was coming in pretty fast. We do have a meter that's telling me if I'm going faster or slower through certain sections than I was previously. And see how much faster of a lap I'm going to have this time around. God, this car feels really good. Oh, man. It does get loose sometimes, that's for sure. It has just so much power. You really have to roll into the throttle. God, it sounds so good. It's a handful. It definitely is a handful. Man, I love this. This track is so much fun. It is just unbelievably fun. Just flying through the forest at over 100 miles an hour on a very skinny course is just nuts. But God, it's just so exhilarating. Even in a game, I couldn't imagine real life. Not only that, but I would love to go to the Nurburgring during the 24-hour rev limiter for days, during the 24-hour race. That would be amazing. God, it's really hard to see the tack in this car. I don't know how good of an idea a red tack on a red gauge was. Doesn't seem like the best idea, to be honest. Gotta go wide for this corner here. Tries to trick you. All right. We're really going to see if we can shave those 22 seconds off. I know we'll get a big jump in time once we pass the section that we spun. But as long as we can get around this track, this lap without spinning, kind of like I almost just did, then I think we can shave that time without too many issues. Good God. There we go. And then if we beat the time of 8 minutes, we're going to go... That's where I hit last time. And I hit it again. We're all right. See, look at the time jump there. That's where I spun. Really shaving time off. Let me see if the car feels all right. Feels okay after that hit. I'm really surprised after those bumps on the wall that I haven't damaged any components. Very easy to do on realistic damage. Very easy. And I did that in the same section. I keep forgetting how sharp of a turn that section is. There's so many corners to this track. You just gotta visualize what's coming in front of you. And there's a lot of cues too that really help with that when you start learning this track, because I think this track is pretty intimidating to a lot of people, like even people in games. It's so big, there's so much to it, but you really just kind of have to remember, like, I split up the track in my mind into multiple sections, so I kind of know what section I'm in, and I get kind of what's coming next. Right here's the fast section. This is the all-out, flat-out section. We're kind of on the, for me, it's like quarter 2 of the track. Part 2. Very fast section here. We have a turn that's a little bit sharper right here. Did all right. Still flat out. Still flat out. Don't know if we're going to hit 6th gear. I'm going to start letting up here. Start downshifting. Back into it. Let up. Downshift. This is a 3rd gear corner right here. It always is a 3rd gear. No matter what car I've ever driven, it's always been a 3rd gear corner. Go back flat out again. Slow up. There we go. God, you gotta fight this car sometimes. Slow down for this turnaround right here. And then start getting prepared to deal with the famous corner. Ooh, God, this thing just has so much power. All right, here we go. Oh, it's so bumpy in here. It is so bumpy, and the car can sometimes... It's, you know what? The GTR is handling the out of that corner very well. Very well. Honestly, I could race at the Nurburgring all day if I just did nothing but Project Cars 2 videos and just raced at the Nurburgring. I'd be happy. See, for now, for me, we're getting on the back half of the track. When I consider the back half, once you make this right turn. Now this is all back half for me. So I know that we're probably like in quarter 3. Most of this is third gear. A little bit fourth every once in a while. Not many second. Most of it's third gear. Because typically by the time you need to shift into fourth is about the time that you need to start getting out of the gas. This one is not... It's a double apexer a little bit there. Keep it going. Yeah, you can pretty much ride out third gear back here. That's the YouTube corner right there. That's the corner where there's a YouTube channel where they sit and they play all the clips of everybody driving off the course there. It's where we spun last time as well, right here. We're going to pick up a good amount of time from that. Alright, I am very happy with the way this car is feeling. It does get pretty squirrely from time to time, but it feels really, really good. Such a well-managed car. It doesn't get very upset. Woo! God, this thing is great. Get off them. We're getting pretty close to the straight again. This is where we have the 2 right turns and then the straight. So we've shaved off about 23 seconds, which is pretty good, but we need to shave off just a little bit more. We want to get under that 8-minute mark. And if we don't, then I know we have another lap to go. So we're shaved off 22.9 seconds currently. As long as I can pick up a little bit of time on the end, we should be able to get just under 8 minutes, which was my goal. So we'll see if we can do that. 22.8. We really got to kind of pick up. We only have a couple turns left before the start finish, but I think if I can take some of those a little bit quicker than I did the first lap, we shouldn't have an issue. I'm also not going to roll out of the throttle as quickly as I did before coming off this front straight. I'm going to stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. Start coming off, start coming off. Start coming off. There we go, there we go. Get in it. Get in the brakes. Get in the brakes. Get in second. Don't want to spin here. Last corner. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. 758. 758. Don't do that. All right, so we did it. We got under 8 minutes. We got one more lap to go. I'm just going to see what kind of time I can pick up, because now we're racing against my previous lap time where I didn't spin at all. So I think we can pick up a little bit more if we just push it in some of the sections that we've been going slow, and also if we avoid hitting the wall that we've hit the last 2 other times coming around the track on that one sweeping left, where for whatever reason I keep going off track and hitting that wall. So we're going to try not to do that this time around, and this really isn't helping me. So glad I was able to save it. That definitely hurt our time there, but we got a 7:58. That's actually really good. I'm happy with that. I really am. I think that's a pretty respectable time. I mean, obviously I'm not a race car driver. Oh, you're all right. Oh, we're not beating our previous time, that's for sure. All right. Yeah, we're not going to beat our previous time of 7:58, but let's see if we can still do a pretty decent lap. How's the car doing? The car's not feeling perfect anymore. We definitely got some damage on the right side from that wreck. This is now straight, and you can see the wheel is not straight, so we're going to have a little bit of issues working our way around this track now. But we're going to keep going. We're going to push it. No restarts today. I'm not doing what I did the other day. I just was restarting all the time, and I'm not doing that. We're just going to drive it all out. See what we can get. See if we can just lay down somewhat of a good time. If I can beat my first lap time again, then I'll be happy. Coming in hot, coming in hot, coming in hot. Very hot, very hot. Bleed the speed off. Gonna make this left. Make this right. Punch it. It's a little difficult because I'm having to turn the wheel a little bit to the right to keep this thing going straight. All right. We're doing good. We're actually doing good. Ooh, do. Just focusing here, trying to focus on my marks here. This is the corner coming up. No. Yep, there is something about that. That's the only corner that I'm having issues with lately, and I'm not really sure why. It's the only one that's been catching me off guard. All the other ones, I can kind of understand what it's going to do. That one, it always just seems... I'm remembering it not as sharp as it was. But it's a very sharp left. It really is. We're just going to see what we can do. We have 2 spins. We're not going to beat the 7:58. That's going to be my fastest time of the day. And I'm pretty happy with being able to beat my goal of under 8 minutes. And really interested in seeing if I can beat my first lap, because I had 2 spins then and 2 spins now. So our goal now is to beat 8:22. We'll see if that's going to be possible. Wheel was coming off the stand here a little bit. That's a little concerning. All right, fast section, fast section. Keep it together. Keep it together, GTR. I know you got some damage on you. I can definitely feel the car fighting me now. It's not so smooth as it was. We definitely have a tie rod or a ball joint or something going on with the front. It feels like the front right. We'll push on, though. We will push on. Third gear corner, always a third gear. Every time I try to do it more than that, I wreck it every single time. And it seems like I'm going slow through that section, but trust me, it is a third gear corner. You can and will wreck yourself. I've done it many times. Bleeding some speed here. Getting a little sideways. Get off that. Come on, wheels. Yeah, this steering, there's something definitely not right. I'm going to keep driving it like I did before, though. I'm not going to be easy on it. Not going to be... not going to be easy. It's just having to hold the wheel cockeyed now is just... it's so strange. Okay, there we go. Get up the hill. We're now on the back half of the track. Oh, man. This thing's really starting to fight me now, coming over hills. It's wanting to pull to the right really bad. And I'm having to fight it off every time it's starting to transfer that weight around. Man, fighting this thing. Just a lot of wheel input, that's all. Get off the grass, straighten her out. YouTube corner right here. Okay. Oh, that's where I spun it before. Get off that. I think I might be able to beat my original time because I was coming from a dead stop on lap 1 to get the 8:22. So I don't think that's going to be much of an issue, but I've had a lot more problems this lap than I think I did on the first one. The first one, yeah, I did spin, but stopping from a dead stop and having those spins. That's not the best lap time, but we're going to see what we can do here. I got to keep retightening my wheel back onto the stand. It's wanting to get loose. Ugh, that's really also not helping me. You're doing a lot of wheel input like this, you're really kind of loosening up your whole race setup you got here. Come on. Oh man, I'm fighting this car. Really fighting this thing. All right, we're coming onto the front stretch. Get off the grass. All right, there we go. Okay, let's see what we're at now. We're at 723, and it looks like we're going to be plus 15 on the old one. So I think we're going to beat our first lap time of 8:22. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a better lap time than 7:58, and I definitely feel like if I could probably spend a good 10 laps on this track, and I could probably beat that 7:58. I'm guessing if I could really, really get some time into this and not have many issues, I could get maybe like a 7:45, maybe a sub 7:45. I don't know. I think I could do that pretty good. Coming across here. Last turn. Last turn. There we go. We did it. We did it. All year round achievement. I don't know what that means, but we did it. So our fastest lap was a 7:58. Total time to do 3 laps took us 24 minutes, 35 seconds. Oh, man, that was a challenge. And I really, let me just go back to Race Central here real quick, and I'm going to prove to you guys that I did not have any assists on. All right, so we're back at Race Central. I'm going to go ahead and head back and head to the options, so that way you guys can absolutely see that no steering assist, no braking assist, no driving assist, no opposite wheel lock, full damage, mechanical failures, authentic, real, everything is as simulation as I can get it. So I did it. I did your challenge, and thank you, Mike. I really do appreciate you giving me the challenge of doing the Nurburgring in a GTR under 10 minutes. I really did enjoy it, and I'm really glad I was able to beat that, and I'm also glad I was able to beat my goal of under 8 minutes. So if anybody else has any other challenges of cars or tracks that I should race on or you want to see me do, definitely leave them in the comments. Ones that I definitely want to do, I'll pick up. I definitely want to do some karting in the future. I want to try out some of the snow tracks, and I want to do some more racing against AI. I just have to find tracks that, one, I'm good at, and two, I can pick up pretty well without like too much difficulty, because I could easily spend hours trying to learn a track, and I can't really do that if I'm trying to get a video out. So give me some suggestions. Please try to look to see if that track or car that you're suggesting is in Project Cars 2, because I got a lot of suggestions for cars that aren't in the game, and also a lot of tracks that aren't in the game. I definitely am looking to see what you guys have to say. So please leave your suggestions below. Thanks everybody for watching. If you really do enjoy this series and you'd like to see more, leave a like. It's the easiest way to let me know you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.